Welcome to part 3 of our house searching or house hunting series. By this time, I have really seen Shege in looking for an apartment in Lagos. Can you imagine this house? This is an old house, and it's said to be a 2-bedroom flat. And they told me this house was for 2 million naira. This room is very small, and how they constructed this house, I can't just... Well, you see for yourself. Everything in this house is old. They tried to reconstruct and put things in order. This is another room. Now you have to see how the bathroom looks like. The environment is dated. The bathroom, look at this. Do you know that they divided this bathroom into 2? Now, how will somebody bath in this place? Look at where they kept the shower. That means you're going to stand at the door and be taking your bath. Now, this is the kitchen. I didn't say 500,000 for this or 800. I'm not saying, but 2 million naira for this apartment. Now this is, I don't know what they call this one now, that they called it the second bathroom. They demarcated one small bathroom. They divided it into 2 to create these mini bathrooms, because the whole of the bathroom itself is small. Why cutting it into 2? It's just like dividing a small bathroom into 2. How will somebody bet? And they even put shower there. How will you shower in that small place? This is how the environment looked. So dirty. There was like the place that they poured on dirt, and around there I had already said no. The agent was telling me there's another one in this house. There's another one in this house. It is for 1.7. It's going to be within your budget. And I said, okay, let me go and see. It's me that is looking for upstairs. Let me go and see. This was the apartment they were talking about. Immediately I entered inside this place, the kind of odor that was coming out, that was oozing out of it, it was smelling so bad. And the smell was coming from the bathroom, the toilet. Let me now even say bathroom. And I said, this is for 1.7. At this moment, I was so... I wouldn't just know what to say. I was just praying to God. I said, God, please, will I be able to find what I'm looking for like this? Because with me seeing something like this for 1.7, they took me downstairs to see another one that was almost the same amount. I think the same 1.7 until 1.8. I just told them, don't worry, let's just be going. There's no need. Don't disturb yourself. And at this time, the agent was already tired. He was like, I know, he was just feeling like maybe I've showed you plenty and you've not chosen anyone. You know, these agents, how they do. They feel maybe you're not serious because you've not chosen anyone that they've shown you. But me, I don't care, because I'm paying with my money. If I don't see what I like, I will not take it, because you feel you've been taking, like you're wasting your time, or you feel you've taken me to places and I've not chosen any. Moreover, I paid you for your time and I paid for the agent fee. So that's it. They just care about their agent money that they will collect, and they fee the commissions. That's all. I keep saying it. Stand your ground and get what you want. Don't allow anybody to sweet talk you to getting something that you regret later. another agent took me to this apartment. It was a 2-bedroom apartment, the like 2-bedroom in 2 places. So I went to check it. The one I wanted to take, I was told that someone else has paid for it. In fact, they said someone paid for one, but they were not sure of the one he paid for or she paid for. I was later told the one that was paid for. So, but I checked 2 of them. I liked it initially, and this agent was someone looking like someone that cared and someone that would want to get you what you wanted. But there were things that he did that I was like, yeah, that's exactly why I said don't trust agents. So there was this apartment that he showed me earlier, and I liked it. It was in an estate that I liked. Remember in my former video I said there was an estate I liked, and I went to speak to the security personnel. This security personnel directed me to him as someone that they knew in the estate that is an agent. So he took me to an apartment in the estate, and I was told to pay for a form. Now, this form I paid for it, that it was 20,000 naira. Mind you, they said this place has not been taken, and someone, like, 2 apartments were up, and someone paid for the one down. The one up was available. I was so happy. I think I'm going to show a little bit of the apartment. I was so happy that I've seen an apartment finally. I even paid for the 20,000. I paid for it. They said it was the caretaker that collects the form. My men and brethren, do you know that till date I don't know the whereabouts of that 20,000? He said he was reaching out to the caretaker. The caretaker doesn't want to respond. That the caretaker will choose the person that is going to take the house or not. So they are just sitting down to make money out of a house that is to be rented. I was just like, I don't just blame them. They just feel okay, they have houses for rent. Maybe a time that they will have houses for rent and there are no people to rent these houses, that is when senses will come to their head. How can you keep an apartment for rent and people are coming to rent it? People that are reasonable, you give them a form to fill so that you will know who is who, and you are asking them to pay for this form. Now imagine if 10 people have come to see that apartment. They have like 100,000 already, and they will say, no, I have not seen anybody that is that I want to take this apartment. Is that making sense? You're just trying to make money out of what you know you still rent out. So this was how I was scammed. I had 20,000. Truly, deep down in my heart, I was thinking I have found the place. I was thinking, yeah, at least it is in the estate that I wanted, and there is no flood around the estate. Mostly when coming out, I won't have to put my leg inside flood. I was just happy that I found the place. I never knew that it was going to turn out the way it turned out. Anyways, I thank God it was just 20,000. That was what I was telling myself then. I thank God it was just 20,000. And it's not that I paid the house rent in full and nothing was given back to me. So thank God so just 20,000. Please don't fall for this scam. Don't fall for it. I call it scam because I don't see a reason why I will be paying money to get a form from you. Just look at the environment, you know that the water is not good. So back to the 2-bedroom I was talking about. I was shown the place and I saw it. It was fine. It was so fine. I was still happy again. I was saying, yeah, though the bathrooms looked so small, but it's manageable because it has been like 1 month of me searching for an apartment, and the time is ticking for me to leave my former apartment. My rent has already expired and I needed to leave because I was not going to pay for the rent. So I was just asking God to provide for me. I moved around, I looked around, I loved how spacious the room was, but the bathroom was small, but I still liked how it was. There was another mistake I made when I was searching, when I went for this apartment. I didn't ask necessary questions when needed. I only assumed that some things were going to be in place. For instance, there was service charge in this apartment. I was saying, okay, fine, the service charge, the place is not self-serviced. Okay. But later, when I had already made payment, because I made payment for this apartment, I found out that there was no gate man in the apartment. Nobody to run. Like, even if there's a gate man, you know that there are some things that are supposed to do for the apartment. At least they secure the apartment. They also do other duties like pumping of water and making sure that some things are in place. When you own the gen, they help you out to like of the gen and other things. There are some things that they do. I'm not talking about running errands outside the compound, no, because I'm not in support of that. Security men are not errand boys, are not house helps. So I didn't ask that question. I only assumed that since there was service charge, it covers it, not knowing that it didn't cover that. They collected service charge of 250,000 naira, but there was no gate man. The owner of the place was telling me that the service charge was for they do pay for cleaner to clean the house, and if there's anything that's spoiled, they will use that repair it. And I asked, please, how much is the payment for the cleaner? And the house had many other tenants, not just, as if you are few. So you can't be collecting 250 from everybody and you're just using it to pay a cleaner that you pay 40. It's not as if you pay a good amount of money, just 40,000 naira. Then you tell me if anything spoils. Now, who will be going to pump the water? That's what I was asking, because you see, when something is not delegated to someone, everybody will be going to pump water. It will get spoiled. So I'll pay you and I'll be coming down to be pumping water for the compound. And I don't have anybody I will hold responsible. I'll say, please, you're the one pumping the water. What's going on? Nothing. Anybody can just do anything. Anyhow, yet you collected money from me. And also something that turned me off again was that this house was almost under a high tension wire, this high tension. I went back to collect my money from the landlord, but I wasn't able to collect the agent's money, which was 180,000 naira. This is my sister rejoicing, happy, thinking that we've gotten an apartment. Let's hear what she said.
Finally, we have finished. People didn't tell me they're looking for a house in Lagos. I've never even started looking for my own, and it's like this. But finally, it's out.
Anyways, I believed everything worked out for our good. I just said, let the search continue. Another agent took me to this apartment, so I walked around to check the places, and I was like, okay, do I take this? I was just trying to check around. It looked small, but it was okay for me. It was a mini flat, and at this time my budget had already reduced from paying agents the 20,000 naira that I paid for the form, the 180,000 naira that the agent people of the former place did not give me back. So joining everything together, it was more than 250,000 that had gone out from the money we kept for searching for apartments. And this one, when I saw it, I just said, I like this. It was within what I had, and it's okay. I wasn't looking for something big. So this is what we later took. I don't want this video to be too long. We went to a lot of places, but I don't want to put them here. If not, it will be very long. If you've watched here, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you learned one or two things from my experience of house searching. Please like this video and follow me if you like lifestyle and something that will encourage you. You will learn one or two things from this channel. Thank you once again for watching. Bye.